All right, now we are going to get started on our lesson. And what we're going to do, you've got your piece of paper. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold it in at least 3 ways. And it honestly does not matter how you fold it. So you do not have to fold it how I'm folding it. And the great thing about this is it doesn't have to be even. It doesn't have to be any certain way. So I'm just going to take this and fold it like that. And then that's one fold. And then I'm going to fold it like this. And that's another fold. And then I'm going to fold it like this. And that's another fold. All right, so it just does not matter. Yours does not have to look just like mine. All right, then I'm going to unfold it. And if you look on here, you can see there are lines. Okay, we're going to trace those lines. Now you can trace those lines with a marker if you would like to, a black marker, or you can just use a black crayon. Either one is fine. If you want to and you're worried about it being perfect or whatever, you could use a pencil if that is what you would like to do. I am going to use a black marker just so it will show up really well. And the lines do not have to be perfect. I'm going to do this one. And it's not actually straight across. It kind of does a corner little thing right there. And this one to here. And this one to here, and then there's this one, and then there's this one, and obviously they're going to be straight. Mine were not perfectly straight. And now we are going to make some patterns in each one of these little sections. The way I folded it was not super creative, so I ended up with all these. Can some of y'all tell me what shapes these are? These are sort of triangles. So we're going to make some patterns in each one of them, and I'm going to go ahead and get my crayons out here and over here so I can get to them quickly. And we can make patterns with, there are all kinds of patterns in the world. You can see patterns in nature. You can have number patterns like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can have sounds. All right? And then you can have visual patterns. And we're going to keep pretty simple. And the first pattern we're going to do right over here, or that I'm going to do, once again, you do not have to do the same pattern. I am going to make red lines across my page, and then I am going to make some blue lines across my page, and I now have a pattern. I have blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. You can predict what's going to come next. And I can even go in and later, I could make these thicker if I wanted to. If I want to go in like this later and make these nice thick lines, if I want to, I could do that. That's something I could do later to make it look really nice. All right, I am going to go into this one, and this time I'm going to use some shapes. And I know I'm going rather quickly. That's because, to be honest, my video does not record very long. So I'm going to move through this rather quickly, but you do not have to move as quickly as I am. All right? So this next one here, I'm going to start kind of in the middle, so I have more room. Actually, I'm going to do it this direction. And I'm going to go circle, orange circle, and then I'm going to go green square, and then I'm going to go orange circle, and you could probably be a little neater than I'm being on this. I should go back and make that neater, but I'm trying to hurry. And then a green square. And so what would probably come here? There's not room. But think to yourself, what would go there? And then I'm going to actually put my squares right below each other. So I can still predict what's going to come next. So I've got my green squares, and if I'm doing the same thing as I do up here, what am I going to do? I'm going to do right here an orange circle. And I don't quite have the room to put it in there. But I have the room to put an orange circle right here, just barely. Oh, I'm going to go off the page with it. Just because I'm wanting it to be the same size. I'm being real picky. You don't have to do that. I could actually do it over here too if I wanted to. That's if you're wanting to be real picky about it. And then if I want to do that, you don't have to at all. I'll have my square go off. All right. And later we're going to go back and color in this. So I have a nice picture that looks all nice and finished. I am going to go over here to this next part. I am not sure if my yellow will show up, so we're going to see. I am going to do I think I'll go on over here. I'm going to do a wavy line, and I think you can see that. And then I'm going to do a straight line. And then I'm going to do a yellow wavy line. And then I'm going to do a straight line. And then I'm going to do a wavy line. All right. And so, oh, it looks like there's a little room for me to put a straight line here. And there's also the pattern of color here, if you notice. I have orange, green, orange, green. Here I have pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow. I am going to let you come up with the patterns for these other 3 blocks. I've done 3, and you could do them with me. But I'm going to let you come up with the patterns for the other 3 yourself. But I am going to go in here, and I want this to kind of look like a finished piece. So I am going to go in here, and I'm going to color that space between there. I'm actually going to go ahead and do all my yellow at one time, because I think it will make it look really, really cool when I finish with it. And it shows you that patterns can be fun. A lot of times the fun part about them is being able to kind of predict what's coming next. That's kind of nice sometimes. And so, and you notice here, because I colored it in, didn't leave that like that. Goodness. Now what in the world am I supposed to put here? Miss Brown, I think Miss Brown messed up her pattern. Oops. I was supposed to color above the line. Well, let's see what I can do about that. See, Miss Brown messes up too. I'm actually going to go right here, and I am going to just, well, actually it mixes together a little bit, but still. Anyway, so I broke the pattern up just a little bit. Oh well, if I really wanted to be a stickler for the pattern, I could actually go over here and add yellow to these, and I would turn them into orange, which means that the pink and the yellow make orange. And that's something we'll talk about another day. I could go over here, and like I told you before, I probably need to start from one end and not try to join in the middle. But see, I could do those like that, and that would look finished. And then I would have these patterns all over here. And here I could just color the background. Maybe I want the background a little different. This is supposed to be a different blue. I am not sure, but we will see. I was hoping, oh yes, we do have some purple in here. That would be good. So I could go in here and color in here with purple. And so that starts to make that look more like it's finished. I know mine is not finished, but except for my little goof right here, you could see where it's starting. It will start to look like a really cool picture. And I hope that you will enjoy doing these patterns. As I said, you don't have to copy mine, but you can. And then in these next 3, I want you to do your own patterns. All right? And I look forward to seeing what you're doing. Bye.